Mr. Waddy? I see none. Thank you, Eric, and we might be calling you back for some questions.
Okay.
The other person that was on the agenda for the committee was Commissioner Kramer. Commissioner Kramer, I did talk to him today, and he told me he wasn't so much going to make a presentation to your committee, but be there for Q&A, really, is what he was there. And he shared some information with me. But again, we have a commissioner in the audience that would be much better at answering questions this evening to the council. If you did have specific questions regarding the clinics or the county's decision, Leon, you'd be more than willing to come forward, wouldn't you, if we had some questions? Thank you. So I just want to make that aware, or make the council aware of that. Next, I would like to open it up for a minute, 2 minutes apiece for actual committee members that served on the committee. Not public at large. We'll give you some time towards the end, but the committee members. And I have a list of those committee members, and I have a list of a few folks that signed up, so maybe I'll start there. If you're is there still a sign-up sheet in the back? If as we're going through this process, if you would sign up in the back, if you haven't signed up yet, and then if you put a C next to your name so I know that you're a committee member, that'll help guide me this evening. So with that being said, I'm going to start bringing up some of the committee members first, and I believe I'm looking here. Daphne, were you on the Daphne Mallory? I'm going to bring you up first. Oh, Alan, I'll get Alan next. Welcome, Daphne.
Hi, thank you so much. Two things about the process that I think you should consider as you make your decision. One, the conflict of interest was presented to us, and it was presented in terms of business interests, those who might have an interest in a commercial property. However, I think in hindsight, it should have been expanded to those already involved in downtown and other related projects. The reason being, as just an ordinary citizen, mom in the community, my information was limited strictly to the committee and what was presented. But what appeared to me in hindsight is that people had a lot more information beyond the scope of the committee, and they were more confident in their decision-making and recommendations as a result. And so I think in terms of future committees, that conflict of interest really does need to be expanded, and I think you as a council should know that some information, I did not feel as a committee member that I had sufficient information to make the decision. I think others felt that they did have enough information because they were involved in other related projects in terms of what we were dealing with as a committee. So that was the main thing for me. I could not make a decision as a committee member because I did not have enough information. Secondly, I would also point out that in terms of the funds, that was another big issue for me, that you are, I did not feel, I think the operative word in the summary was that we did not need a program assessment now. Now was the operative word. But as a committee, we were asked to do a little bit more long-term thinking than now. And so the square footage requirements were based on what we would need now, but my concern is what will we need 20 to 30 to 40 years from now. So I don't know if that's standard, that you don't do a programs assessment, but my concern is that at the end of the day, we ended up making a decision on the here and now and not 20, 30, 40 years from now. And if we are dipping into cash reserves, I think I would have liked to see a little bit more long-term thinking. Thank you.
Thank you, Daphne.